All right. Okay, so this is the first test of an as yet unnamed show that we're going to do. I am Dan McDermott, and let me, I'll just tell you, my name is Dan McDermott. I'm the publisher of 3 great Virginia newspapers, including Frederick County Report and the Lynchburg Times and Warren County Report, which started the whole shebang. Joining me is Meghan Moeslein. Meghan, welcome.
Thank you.
Meghan is a real trooper because she is joining us from the Winchester area. We have to for the Frederick County Report area, right?
Exactly.
She is the editor of Frederick County Report newspaper. If you know me, Joe Woodall is watching, and
so is Mario.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. He could call us. He can call me on the phone, and I can patch him in. No joke. I don't know if he can hear you, though. I don't know if he'll be able to hear you.
I couldn't tell you. I'm on my Facebook page, and they both said that they're watching, and
tell
they're
Mario.
there.
Tell Mario to call me.
Yeah, Joe says, Mario, call.
I'm not kidding, because if he calls me, I literally can patch him in. The only thing is you won't be able to hear. I don't know if you'll hear him. You won't hear him. Maybe you'll hear him. Yeah, you'll hear him. You'll hear him. Yeah, Mario, call me. You got my number. You got my digits.
You got the 411.
Mario's a redneck friend of ours. No, Mario is the esteemed.
There goes half the people watching. Thanks, Dan.
He's a sports guy posing as a newscaster. No, I'm kidding. He's the news director for the River 95.3 in Front Royal, Virginia, WZRV, and WFTR. He's news director for 2 stations, and he hosts the News at Noon and the Valley Today, which was fine when I left. And it's an award-winning program. I'd like to say I won awards there, but it won awards when I was there and before I was there and since I've gone. So it's just a great thing. Okay, now he's here. Hang on, Mario. All right, Mario, you there, buddy? Hang on, let me turn you up.
I'm here.
Mario, you there?
There he is.
I'm here. I got a copy. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I'm going to switch you. You can hear him, okay?
Yeah, I can hear him.
I can hear you.
I don't think you can hear Meghan, Mario, can you?
I hear Meghan through the computer. I've got you guys on the computer, so I can hear Meghan through the computer. I can't hear her through the phone.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't have it wired that way, but I probably could somehow. I'm not sure how, but I will tell you, Mario, welcome. Mario is the news guy, as I said, from WZRV, and this is our inaugural as yet unnamed dress rehearsal pilot.
What's kind of neat is I'm hearing you through the phone, and of course you're on the delay, so I'm hearing you on the phone, and then I hear you 5 seconds later on the computer.
What we'll do? I can turn you up here. I'm trying to figure out why the volume's so low, but I've got it lower on my. Okay. All right, Mario. Tell us what's going on in Warren County, or you're actually in Shenandoah County.
Well, I'm in Shenandoah County, but I work, obviously, our studios are in Front Royal and Warren County, and we go to Winchester, Frederick County, Berryville, Clark County, and Shenandoah County, and Warren County.
Now, we have not yet conquered Shenandoah County, our newspaper business, but we have it in our sights. We love Shenandoah County, but right now we're focusing on a new product in Frederick County. And so, Mario, I want to get I want you two to talk for a sec because I put a pot of decaf coffee on because that's all I'm allowed to drink is decaf. She is dying to talk about. Yeah, she's dying to talk about the Bruins. So I want you to
Boston Bruins.
Now, despite
Stanley Cup winners.
Despite my appearance, I know I look like someone who lives at the gym, but actually, just kidding. Mario is actually in shape and stuff, and Meghan and Mario are great, athletic-minded people. So I'm going to let you two. What do you were bragging today? What are your thoughts, Meghan, and then Mario?
Well, the Stanley Cup in itself was interesting because this is the first time Boston's won in a while.
Penguins.
I love the Penguins. I'm a black and gold girl, but I got to give props to the Bruins for winning it. And, you know, technically they are black and gold too, so I guess I can let that slide and kind of...
You have to give the Penguins, I mean the Bruins, props also to going into Vancouver and shutting them out. But forget the hockey game itself. What about the hooliganisms? What about the riots afterwards?
Right in Vancouver, those people went completely insane. The Canucks fans were ready for blood. They went after it. But I think it's funny the people in Boston were upset because they had to share the front page with the guy that came forward saying he shot Tupac Shakur.
Well, honestly, I don't think any of that hooliganism was about sports and was about hockey. It just gave people a reason to be hooligans and start riots and all that.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure they all woke up the next morning wondering why they were bruised and why they were bleeding and why they made the 11 o'clock news.
And why some of them were in jail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you guys, let's do this. Let's do like we're in let's pretend Mario is in Afghanistan and he's reporting and there's like a 7-second delay. The way you do it,
well, yeah,
you kind of do it.
I can't.
Go ahead, Mario.
I can't hear Meghan in the phone. I'm hearing Meghan through the computer, which it has a 6-second delay. I can hear you through the phone, but not Meghan.
I wonder if I do this. Mario, tell me if I put, let me see where my microphone is. What if I put her, I got to figure out how to wire this. And this is real ghetto, right? I've got my BlackBerry right here, and I'm literally patching Mario in. And this is cool. This is a money-saving thing. The way I'm doing it for all you techno geeks like Meghan, just kidding. I have one of these cables. It's an 1/8 of an inch male to RCA. You know, the things from Radio Shack, they're like $10 or something. And I just plug it in the earphone jack. Well, BlackBerry actually uses a tip ring sleeve. It's a 4-part thing so that you can have your stereo earphone and the microphone. But this is only a tip ring sleeve, so it doesn't pick up the other thing. So it works perfectly. Mario's hearing me through the phone, just like if I was, on speakerphone talking to the phone, and I hear Mario through this wire into our board, so I can hear him here, and the audience can hear him, but Meghan can't. So I'm wondering if I do this, if I put one of my headsets by the mic. We're so ghetto, man. The front row is, you can take me out of front row, but you can't. I don't think that's going to work, but I guess it'll just be a delay. But the way to do it is to kind of ask a question, then take your time, Mario, in responding to it, because otherwise we'll be jumping on each other. Mario, it's so exciting to have you with us.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. I was cruising through Facebook page. I may have to duck out, though. I got to do daddy duties. And Luke's got a scratch on his knee, so I may have to duck out here for a second. He's screaming for a Band-Aid.
You'll get no sympathy from Meghan, let me tell you, because the baby was screaming. The best place to watch us is if you go to Facebook and type and search Lynchburg Times, go to the Lynchburg Times website, and then on that website, there's like the things on the left, click Ustream, and then you'll see the player, and you can watch live, and there's also this chat thing, and I am chatting. In fact, I'm going to copy this and paste. I'm going to copy this and then paste this in. Man, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? This is wild.
You gotta love live feeds, man. This is live on the go. You gotta love it.
We are live on web TV and chatting here, and I'm going to put the URL and enter. I think that's right. I think. So I just pasted that. If you go to my page, it's Ustream TV Facebook app, and then this long-ass number. I'm not going to try to. We can say ass. Speaking of which, Mario, I wanted to get. Are you still there, Mario?
I'm here.
Okay, I got my Anthony Weiner moment. Here you go. Mario, you got to tell me what you think of Anthony Weiner, who that was my I looked for my most embarrassing pair of boxer shorts. What do you think of the Anthony Weiner press conference today, Mario?
Well, I thought it was interesting. It was, I hereby resign, and the first thing you hear is, good, now go home, you pervert. You're not going to escape the hecklers, but he did the right thing and resigned. All
right, where are you now? I'm gonna show people. I'm gonna put your picture up here, Mario. I see Mario Villanueva. Buddy of mine used to teach him, and then here's your picture. I'm gonna put your picture up here. I'm gonna do this. Let's see here, and then oops. I'm gonna put Mario's picture on the TV screen, man, and that's not working. Let me see here.
Well, I saw it momentarily with my son, who's in need of a Band-Aid.
All right, there you are. There's Mario, full screen. That's him with his kid, who probably grows about 1 inch a day, right?
And is in need of a Band-Aid.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, well, we don't want to keep you then. If Joe wants to call us, he's always good for,
Now, how often are you guys going to do this?
I don't know. We're just winging it. We're winging it right now.
I sign on
Well,
when Dan tells me
let's
to
get some
sign on.
commentary. You got the release of the Frederick Times. Give us the inside skinny from Meghan.
Well, yeah, okay. What was your thing? What'd you say?
I want to hear some inside skinny from Meghan. I want to hear some banner. What's going on in Lynchburg? Tell me what's going on in Lynchburg, and I want to hear what Meghan's got cooking up. I'm
switching your pictures here. Well, I'll tell you, in Lynchburg, we're doing okay. We switched to monthly down here because, well, just to be perfectly honest, it's not a profit center yet. Warren County and the Frederick County Report are doing well, but Frederick is 2 years old now, I guess, and Lynchburg is not even a year old, and Warren lost money for like 3 years. So this is a big market. It's 70,000 people in a city that it's 7 miles by 7 miles. So it's, I'm not sure how many miles wide is Front Royal, Mario or Meghan. Do either of you know that?
9 square miles.
9 square. So this is 50 square miles, 49. But it's small. You know, it's 7 miles to drive from one end to the other in any direction. It's pretty circular. So in that space, you have 70,000 people. That's as many as you'd find in all of Frederick and Winchester combined. It's a good business market. There's 4,500 retail businesses in the city. In the metro area, there's 250,000 people. So it's the 5th largest city in Virginia. So the problem is this is just, I mean, I'm being totally honest here. There's a lot of media competition. There are 3 TV stations, whereas Warren County has one, and it's new, and it's not like we're medium market, I guess. But anyway, and there's a bunch of radio stations, well done, and a million publications. So, you know, it's going to take another 6 months or a year or so to really go, but we're doing better and better. And we increased the page count, and it's the biggest paper by far. We have 35,000 readers compared to about 20,000 for Warren. So it's by far the largest of the papers. But it's going to take a little while to you know, it's not a cash cow.
Stay the course and you'll get there.
How's the radio station doing? How you doing?
We are doing very well. It's been a good year so far. Good first half of the year. We're bouncing back, so things are going well. I'm happy to say.
Yeah, it was a rough time because businesses have this thing. You have to cut deals, right? Because businesses are slow, and they figure it will make sense to bring in more business through advertising, but they're going to look for the absolute best deal. So Warren County Report, I know that WZRV is like, if you're comparing it to some other options, specifically in print, it's a great deal. Warren County Report is a great deal. Frederick County Report's a great deal. That's the way we priced it because we were new, so we were very aggressive. Whereas the legacy media companies from which Meghan hails, you know, they don't have they have a bigger upkeep.
Yeah, we have less wiggle room.
And I think Andrew is fantastic at running it and he keeps it lean as we do. So we actually had our best years ever when the recession started because people were coming to us in droves, which was odd because I was very afraid that the opposite would happen, that it would be a disaster. But it was great. So because we were an affordable thing, we were the Walmart or Costco of advertising. You know, yeah, we're the Costco of advertising. So, but anyway, those are.
I'm happy to see Meghan pop up back up there. Good to see you, Meghan.
That's always, you know, I don't go far. I'm always going to be around.
Well, hopefully we'll have to have all of you up down in Front Royal for a reporters roundtable at 12:30.
Yeah, if we can ever get Dan to give up his Lynchburg address and come on back for a little bit.
I'm only a Skype call away. You know, we could do this. We could do a Skype thing. Bring Mario right into 2011. I think he still has his commercials on carts during his show, I think.
Hey, how else are you guys going to do this?
I don't know, man. We'll see. We got 5 current viewers.
All right. Well, I know you got you got several current viewers. Well, let me know when you guys are going to do this again. I got a needy kid I got to go tend to.
Yeah, if you could do it via Skype, just download Skype, get a headset, $20 at Walmart, so that you can talk into a microphone right by your face and the earphones, so that we won't pick up.
I've got Skype. I have my own Skype account and everything. I Skype.
Look at that. He was ahead of me.
There's a thing I can do. I can do that. I can have multiple Skype callers, and then I'll have your live video here. I think we can. I got to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to route the
right,
audio.
well,
Obviously, I have an audio issue with bringing a caller in.
all right, well, when you do that, you let me know, and we'll all get together and have a nice powwow. And I know Joe Woodall's watching too, so we'll have Joe in there as well.
All right, one last quick shot of Mario here. We got to. There's Mario with his kid, and we appreciate it, Mario. And we're also recording this for later so you can embarrass yourself later and watch it.
Oh, very good. So, okay, you do that. I'm good at embarrassing myself. Good to see you, Megan, and I'm glad you like those Bruins winning it all.
Thank you, Mario. It was good talking to you.
All right, cool, Mario. Thanks so much, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so that's Mario there, and Mario Retrosi from the News at Noon and the Valley Today, and of course the wonderful morning show on WZRV. I see Joe Woodall. What's Joe Woodall saying? He should call.
He's excited about Boston.
We were tagged. Go Boston. Oh, yeah. He's Mario call. Okay, that happened. So I guess this is...
You're behind the times, Dan.
I know. I'm so, 80s.
Yeah.
All right. So so in the news, did you hear about the girl who posted a party on Facebook? This is like week-old news, but it was pretty funny. She posted a party on Facebook. She got 16,000 people to answer and accept because she hadn't made it private or just to her friends or something, or maybe she had a lot of friends, and so she freaks out and they went on TV and saying that the party was canceled, and the girl ended up fleeing to her grandmother's house, and like 1,600 people showed up at the party, and they said it was largely can you imagine?
That
like
would
your
be
Sweet
awful.
16 party, you just posted, I'm going to have a little party with my friends, and you get 16,000 people accepting the invitation, and you're like, oh,
right.
Oops.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that would not be a
But
good thing.
that's the problem. People don't realize when they send stuff out on the internet or they put stuff on Facebook or, anything, they just think, oh, well, it's just my friends. I don't have to mark it private. I want my friends to know about it. But that's public. That reaches, so many people. Anyone can get one of those ads on the side. Or if you know somebody who knows somebody who's a friend of a friend, you get notices on their events. It just goes back to show you posting anything online, you have to really think about it before you go ahead and hit that button, because once you do, even if you take it down, it's still stored somewhere in the internet history. It still can be Googled. It can still be found by other people looking for it. There's no actual permanent delete button online.
Well, what about, I wonder how it happened so many. You think it was people forwarding it?
Quite
Can you do
possibly. Oh, yeah. Like if there's this share button, if you hit... if you look at an event, I have 2 events listed right now, upcoming events, a lunch and learn seminar and some business luncheon thing. And it's like, if I would go to that event page, I can share that on my Facebook page. And, if someone who happens to follow my Facebook page from Pennsylvania sees that event, they can pick it up and share it on their Facebook page. And, you could have people driving down from Pennsylvania to come down to Virginia to go to a lunch and learn seminar. You just never know what people are going to be interested in or what they're going to be looking for.
What's a lunch and learn?
That's something that they do in Warren County where you get to eat lunch and you get to learn a trade or a skill, or like they did one on social media and Facebook. I think this it's be smarter than your phone Android training. So it's you sit down to lunch with other business professionals, and if you're behind the times maybe, or you just bought a smartphone for the first time, you can kind of go and learn how to use it.
Phone? Is it
entry level?
entry
Be smarter
level?
than your phone.
Is it entry level training?
It's I have no idea.
Is it Fisher Price?
Is it Fisher Price? Yeah, it's a free seminar. Whether you already own an Android or are thinking of upgrading to one, learn about the most powerful smartphone operating systems on the market.
I'm still a BlackBerry guy, but they're dying in the market. So.
Oh, I love BlackBerry. I miss my BlackBerry so much. I have a smartphone, and it's not very smart. It freezes, it locks, it jump screens, it sends text messages to the wrong people, which is fantastic. But, yeah, I'd like to throw it against a wall and get my BlackBerry back.
Joe said we should. What is she saying here? Crystal Lewis is saying stuff. Oh, I'm getting these things. Do you think Dan McDermott is a weirdo? Click here to unlock the answer.
I don't need to unlock an answer to answer that one.
And
it's no. Dan's a wonderful person.
Oh, I got a friend request. I see. Let's see Joe here. What's he saying? You should have. invited. Oh, we did. We should. Oh, you should.
That's old.
He said, you know, he said you should have invited Mario to the seminar about how to use a telephone. That's funny. Do you think Dan McDermott is a fake? See, that's what I'm talking about. These things.
Yeah, that someone answered a question about you. Unlock an answer by answering a question about 13 of your closest friends. It's basically just a way to implant that viral thing on their Facebook page to steal information about that person because it asks for access to your profile.
Ah, okay.
If you were to click on that, it would be like, oh, this is an app for Facebook. Allow us to get access to your personal information. Well, no. I don't think you want that having access to your personal information at all.
Jeff just texted me, so what I'm doing, I'm texting him back. I said, I'm gonna talk to you now. We're gonna talk about you at live.lynchburgtimes.com.
That's how you get people to watch. You tell them we're gonna talk about them. Fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about you. See, that's what we're gonna do.
See, we need to have keywords that we can say that will bring in crowds.
Yeah, we're gonna gossip about you on the internet now. So if you watch, we'll be nicer. So he's telling me, what is he telling me? He's telling me that we got the proof. The park paper is happening tonight. That's exciting. Friends of Shenandoah River State Park puts out a park newspaper, and I'm going to download it and show the cover real quick here. So Jeff just finished that, and he just sent me the proof. So are you involved in anything? Like, do you ever go to the park, or you just make babies and edit newspapers and you don't have time for anything else?
I'm from Pittsburgh, so if it doesn't involve some sort of city aspect, I'm pretty lost. I'm not a fan of being dirty. Although I will say, I did rent a tiller and tore up my entire front yard to replant my grass. So that's the first actual dirty thing I've done in my entire life.
That you'll admit on the internet.
That I'll admit on the internet. That's very true.
That's the first dirty thing.
Well, like down in the dirt, get your hands actually in soil, tear up grass, throw it away, all that good stuff.
So I'm looking at this proof, and hopefully Jeff is watching. Let me see if we've gone up to 6. Oh, we've lost Mario, I guess. He's
like, I'm done talking. I'm not going to watch.
Well, I'm looking at this. Let's see some of the what we're doing. It's a park newspaper that we hand out at Andy Guest State Park, which is in Bentonville, Virginia, and we print 10,000 of them, and we give them out to everyone who comes for the first time. So let's see here. I wonder if I can make this small and I can scroll through, because this is kind of cool. This is like your first look at the paper. This is a draft version, right? And then I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna cover you up briefly, and I'm gonna switch here to this thing so we can hear you. But yeah, this is the. We don't have a cover design yet, but so we have general park information here, and then we have new park facilities, good art. They just built cabins and stuff. Then we have my awesome pictures I took of the owl and the kids. You probably can't see it too well on the thing. Well, you can see it okay. And then a bunch of advertisers. Allison did a great job with the ads. New visitor center exhibits installed. Wild Thing pictures, a map of the trails, I see. They've installed some gorgeous new cabins at the park. And then here's a really good ad from the town of Front Royal. And then our park's prehistoric. Okay, they're talking about the early Native Americans. It was really interesting because these guys lived there before the Europeans ever came. They were the Indians or Native Americans were gone before we ever came, and the first Europeans came because they wanted the masts for the British ships. They wanted the beautiful tall trees that we have here in the Shenandoah Valley. That's one of the reasons they came. And then I see my history compiled of the river. That's really interesting about how they used gondola boats, and that's
actually a lot of houses in the area still have some of those boats in them.
Really? In the roofs?
Yes. Yep. No. Like the actual house is built with the boards from the broken down gondolas that were first used to traverse the river.
Yeah, they would
The older houses.
Absolutely. What they would do, that's why it's called New Market. They would load up in New Market, and they would, let's see, someone is entering my home. They would.
That's a scary thing to say online, Dan.
I'm going to investigate. I'll be right back. Why don't you chat for a minute?
The interesting thing about the gondola boats is they were originally built to traverse the river, carry large groups of people, carry large groups of goods, and as they were broken down, they were turned into house parts. A lot of the people who kept the gondola boats, and that was their moneymaker, broke them down, started using them for house parts because they didn't necessarily have any wood to build their house with that was treated and was the right shape and whatnot. And there's certain distinct pieces of the boats that were used, and there's easy ways to tell if your home is one of the homes that in fact has pieces of these boats in them. You're looking for specific shapes. You're looking for old weathered wood, things that have been, they're different texture than regular wood. But it's just another fantastic reason why this area is so filled with history and great natural resources and a lot of stories hiding under every rock waiting to be told.
Under every rock.
Under every rock.
I think, yeah, it's cool because they would float down the river. The river was the I-81 of its day, and they would, using the gondolas, a lot of them where, where the Potomac and the Shenandoah, where the Shenandoah dumps into the Potomac River is Harper's Ferry. And that's why George Washington used it to build the federal fort, because there was, the river was the way to move products for the war and whatever. And there are quite a number of homes where the roofs are these gondola boats because they were a one-way trip. They would go down the river from New Market through Front Royal, and then they would they would sell them down in Harper's Ferry, and then walk back, and that's a lot of homes in the Harper's Ferry area, especially, or the older homes, are built with that wood because they would sell it fairly cheap after they sold the contents. And I think I talked to a tractor trailer, and I did the math. I talked to a tractor trailer company guy. And
I was going to say, if you talk to the truck, that's impressive.
Yeah, I'd had too much coffee that day. But he said that based on it would hold about half of a modern 18-wheel trailer, the load, as far as weight that you could fit on there. And then they would build these little V-shaped things in dams so that they could get the boats over, because it's a pretty shallow river. And as we've developed more and more, Patrick Ferris was speaking to our park group, and he explained that as more and more development occurs, then there's less water runs into the river. It's used or trapped or whatever, and so the river was actually deeper then. And I don't think they had gender mixed fish from pollution or whatever we have now.
Right.
The fish floating. I think we should wrap it up because I have to check this proof for the park newspaper, and I think
it's been over an hour.
Yeah, I think we did okay, I guess. At least it works. We'll be able to watch it and see what it looked like in the recording. And but anyway, Megan, I thank you very much for participating, and this will hopefully not be our last time.
Right. Hopefully next time we'll get the microphone situation straightened out as well. Yeah,
we got to figure that out. I'll put a message out there. That's a straight up Google question. I mean, how do you? I don't know. We need a Mac person. We need someone with a Mac to tell us how to do that. We should both put on. I guess why don't you put that on Facebook? Just put a message out explaining what happened. That you're trying to use Skype and your computer is recognizing your laptop's built-in mic and not the
external mic.
Does your headset have two plugs?
Yeah.
One for the mic, one for the headset.
Right.
And they're both plugged in.
Right. To the correct ports, I might add, before you ask. I'm sure it's just some sort of programming issue, and I'm sure my computer just doesn't recognize the headset. I'll probably just have to play with it for a little bit. My husband's a computer guy, so we'll get him involved. We'll troubleshoot it and fix it.
Okay. All right. I'm sure with your team, you can figure it out. Okay, Meghan, thank you so much. Have a great rest of the evening. Apparently it's a thunderstorm going on over here.
It was storming here earlier. Not so much now, but, you know, all the water we can get, we need.
Yes, for the river and the floating fish.
That's actually true.
I'm just kidding. We love our river. Okay, thanks so much, Meghan, and thanks to the 3 people who are watching. Thank you. All right, have a great one.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.